Joker turns Gotham's White Knight into the Dark Knight. Or, Batman must choose between hiding his identity or letting people die. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we will recap the sequel to Batman Begins. Gotham City gets attacked by a masked villain called the Joker, causing chaos everywhere. So let's get started. The movie begins with a group of robbers wearing masks trying to rob a bank in Gotham City. They all start killing each other for a large share of money during this heist. Suddenly a school bus crashes through the walls, and the Joker, who planned the whole robbery, enters the bank. He kills his accomplices and drives away with all the money. Meanwhile, at an empty garage, a group of gangsters meets up for a drug deal. Soon, they get interrupted by a few men wearing Batman costumes. They all fight when suddenly a huge Batmobile crashes the scene, and everyone notices the real Batman. He begins to fight against them all and defeats everyone. After tying up all the criminals and his impersonators, he leaves the scene so the police can arrest them. The next morning, Alfred catches Bruce Wayne stitching himself up. They watch the news together and discuss the city's new district attorney, Harvey Dent, and whether they can trust him. From the news, they discover he is dating Bruce's ex-girlfriend, Rachel. Batman and Lieutenant Gordon work together to fight crimes in Gotham. They discuss the bank robbery and the new criminal in the town known as the Joker. Batman does not consider him a threat, but wants to focus on the real mobsters in the streets of Gotham. They plan to seize all the money from mobsters by raiding the banks with their accounts. In the courtroom, new district attorney Harvey fights a case against a criminal, Maroni, who unfortunately gets away from punishment as one of his men takes the blame for his crimes. He tries to attack Harvey, who dodges the attack and takes the pistol away from the criminal. Later, Harvey meets Officer Gordon, who asks for search warrants of 5 banks, to which Harvey shows his concerns that there might be corrupt police officers among his team, and they need to be careful about them. Harvey questions Gordon about his connection with Batman and shows an interest in meeting him. Later, Bruce meets Fox and asks him to design a new bat suit that is lighter and faster to help him during the fighting. That night at a fancy restaurant, Rachel and Harvey meet Bruce Wayne and his Russian date. They talk about the crime situation in the city and Batman. After the conversation, Bruce begins to trust Harvey and plans a fundraiser party for him. On the other hand, several gangsters join a meeting with Mr. Lau because they had put their money under his protection, and now they are afraid Batman might get their money. To their surprise, he informs them that he has already moved all the money to a safe location outside Gotham. They are joined by Joker, who kills one man and offers to kill Batman in exchange for lots of money. The gangsters refuse his offer, and he warns them that Batman will come for Lau, and they will need his help in the future. He gives them his card and leaves, scaring them with bombs attached to his jacket. Later, the police raid 5 banks only to find all the money gone. Lieutenant Gordon gets very upset. He believes someone inside helped the criminals. That same night, Gordon and Harvey angrily blame each other for the leak of information about the police raid. They suspect each other's staff to be corrupt. They meet up with Batman and request him to bring Lau back from Hong Kong so that they can seize it. Batman agrees to bring Lau back to Gotham. At Wayne Enterprises, Bruce Wayne and Fox plan to go to Hong Kong secretly. Fox shows him his new suit, and Bruce discusses his travel arrangements. They make the public believe that Bruce Wayne left on a boat trip. When they reach Hong Kong, Mr. Fox attends a meeting with Lau, cancels their deal, and leaves his phone at the building, creating a sonar map of the entire area. Batman attacks Lau's office at night after turning off the building's electricity. Batman kidnaps Lau from there and flies back to Gotham, where he hands him over to the authorities. Police make a deal with Lau to tell them about the money. Lau cooperates with the police and agrees to a deal in exchange for immunity and a flight back to Hong Kong. Harvey and Gordon plan to arrest all the criminals with the help of this information, and they agree to keep Lau in a safe prison facility. Gordon finally arrests Maroni and his associates, and many criminals get convicted based on the evidence given by Lau. The situation causes chaos among the gangsters, so they hire the Joker to kill Batman. Judge Cirillo finds a Joker card in the middle of conviction papers, and Joker takes revenge on one gangster who threatened him, and he tells him his backstory of how he got all the scars on his face. He tells him that his father was an alcoholic who used to beat his wife. On the night when Joker was sad about his father's behavior, he put a knife in his mouth and cut it to make a smiley face. He then similarly kills the gangster. Due to the bad situation, a meeting occurs between the mayor and Harvey when a Batman lookalike appears hanging from the mayor's office window, startling them. The Joker publicly announces that if Batman does not reveal his face, he will continue killing innocent people. The public shows fear and outrage, they demand Batman show his face publicly to save other people's lives. Despite the threat by the Joker, Bruce Wayne continues the fundraiser. He praises Harvey in front of all the guests and believes that Gotham is a safe place under his influence. At the same time, the police try to move a judge and police commissioner under protective custody because of a threat by a Joker, but all the efforts go in vain as the Joker succeeds in killing them. Back at the party, Harvey proposes to Rachel, but before she can reply, Bruce knocks him unconscious and puts him in a safe room, as he knows that the Joker is coming to attack Harvey. Joker begins threatening the guests in search of Harvey. When Rachel confronts him, he throws her out of the window, and Batman suddenly jumps after her and saves her. The next day Bruce tries to figure out the motives of the Joker when Alfred tells him a story about a thief in Burma who was after nothing but liked to make people suffer. He says that the Joker seems like a person who likes to see the world burn. When Bruce Wayne's accountant finds out about the identity of Batman, the accountant, Mr. Reese, blackmails Mr. Fox in exchange for a lot of money. Mr. Fox seems unbothered by this act and dismisses him. One night Batman stands on the top of a roof to hear people's phone records when he overhears a familiar name. He, along with the police, arrives at the location to find two policemen dead named Harvey and Dent. He gets a glimpse of Joker's next target marked on a newspaper, that is Mayor. Batman takes the bullet to his lab for fingerprints, finally gets a match, and quickly leaves to catch the Joker. When the mayor attends the funeral of the dead commissioner, Batman enters an apartment where he sees police officers tied up, and at a window, a timer gun is pointing at the mayor. Before Batman can stop it, it fires. Joker tries to take advantage of the situation as he is in police uniform and fires at the mayor. Gordon takes the bullet and saves the mayor. It is implied here that Gordon dies on the spot here. When Gordon's wife discovers his death, she blames Batman for this incident. Batman angrily attacks Maroni for information about the Joker but gets no answers, as no one knows about the Joker. At a train track, Harvey tries to torture a man to get information about Joker, but Batman stops him that this is not ethical to harm a suspect brutally. Batman informs Harvey that he will reveal his identity in a press conference tomorrow to save more people from dying. The next day Harvey confesses in a press conference that he is Batman and gets arrested by the police. Rachel gets very upset about it and gives a letter for Wayne to Alfred. When the police try to take Harvey to prison, Joker attacks the police van. Batman tries to save everyone and fights the Joker and his mates. After an intense fight, when Joker asks Batman to kill him, he refuses, and his bike crashes to the ground. Joker takes advantage of this situation and tries to kill Batman, but Gordon comes in time to arrest him. He gets really surprised to see Gordon alive. The police arrest Joker and Gordon gets promoted. He is now a commissioner. It was all part of their plan to arrest Joker. After the arrest, Batman interrogates Joker about Harvey Dent. As he has been missing, Joker replies that he has kidnapped Rachel and Harvey and gives them the location of both victims. He says that only one of them might be saved. Batman goes for Rachel while Gordon tries to save Harvey. They realize later that Joker lied about both locations, and before they can do anything, Rachel dies in an explosion while Harvey gets his face half burned. Meanwhile, the Joker takes advantage of this situation. He causes a blast and escapes the prison, taking his fellow criminal with him. He then burns all the money which belonged to the gangsters, as he was never after the money. The police realize that Joker got arrested as a part of his plan. When Reese exclaims on TV that he might reveal the identity of Batman, Joker asks people to kill him. Otherwise, he will blow up a hospital. It causes fear in the city, and the police try to evacuate all the hospitals and take patients in big buses. Joker dresses up as a nurse, meets Harvey at the hospital, and provokes him against the police and Batman. Just as Harvey leaves the hospital, Joker burns it, and leaves in a bus, kidnapping all the people inside. When police realize that Harvey is missing along with a bus, they get suspicious. They secretly began their search for him. Harvey starts to punish every person responsible for Rachel's death. He kills some policemen and civilians, and later on, he kidnaps Gordon's family and calls him to reach the same location where Rachel died. Due to the fearful situation in the city, two huge boats leave Gotham, one full of criminals and the other full of innocent people. Later it is revealed that Joker has put a bomb on both of them with the detonator of each boat on the other boat. To save themselves, they must explode the other boat. People on both boats get anxious that the other boat's passengers might kill them. Meanwhile, Batman confronts the Joker as he finds his location through a large mobile spying network Fox has created. He finds the Joker, and in a very suspenseful scene, Batman saves all the hostages. The Joker gets very upset when no explosions occur as everyone decides not to press the trigger. Considering his defeat, Joker tries to explode the button by the master control, but Batman throws him down the building and ties him up for the police to arrest. Joker reminds Batman that he has turned Harvey into an evil man, and he considers it his victory. Harvey kidnaps Gordon's family and tries to kill his son. Suddenly Batman reaches there and saves them. During this fight with Batman, Harvey dies after falling from the building. Gordon thanks Batman, but Batman asks him not to tell anyone about Harvey's crimes, and instead presents him as the hero. The movie ends with Batman running away from the police as the state declares Harvey a national hero. Fox resigned and destroyed the spying network that Batman created to catch the Joker. Alfred burns Rachel's letter in which she had expressed her love for Harvey.